talk to Jaideep. Jaideep, how are you, my friend? Long time.
Hi, Nikunj. Long time. How are you?
You know, I must share with our viewers that me and Jaideep go back for almost 22 years now. I was a cub reporter
Yeah,
and
that's
Jaideep
right.
was in the securities business 25 years ago, and he's still,
So a full
managing.
cycle.
It's
I
just
did the
that,
bank and then came back to securities.
yes, it's just that Jaideep, I remember when we spoke, Sensex was at 3,000, now Sensex is at 70,000.
That's true.
So
That's true.
we were discussing the importance of FIs. Everybody is now saying, कहाँ जाएंगे FIs? अब नहीं तो कभी नहीं. Is there merit in assuming that in next 6 months there would be FOMO, there would be desperation, and what we've seen in December, it is just the trailer of what flows will come in next year?
See, I personally believe that FI flows will have an uptick going forward. And my reasons, Nikunj, are again coming from the fact that a combination of how the US interest rates behave and how the dollar index behaves and how crude oil behaves. Of course, the fact that there has been a prediction or whatever, there's expectation that there would be a couple of interest rate drops in the US next year will fuel the fact that then FIs will have an issue of should they be putting their money in a falling interest rate scenario, and they will look at equities. And if they look at equities today, then I think India, not even arguably, is in one of the sweetest spots in the world.
So what, to your mind, Jaideep, for 2024, since we are talking about market outlook 2024 from Kotak Securities, is the best asset allocation to have as a thumb rule?
I think that's going to depend, Nikunj, completely individual to individual. There could be individuals today who would want to do the classic allocations with the help of their advisors or their family offices or their bankers, or they could be the next generation of today, which believes far more in spending and putting money in SIPs than they've ever done. So it's really a combination of a set of these factors that, from an Indian point of view, I think it's going to be a combination of SIPs. I think SIPs will continue going up, and then of course the classy HNIs will get their advice and take their calls on asset allocation, or the family offices will get their allocations along with their advisors.
Jaideep, do you think one should have two type of styles for next year? One from Jan to May, which is Jan to May pre-election cycle, and then post the election have a different strategy?
I think at a larger level, people might think of doing different allocations, not depending on 6 months, but I think depending on what valuations are the Nifty or the Sensex trading at. So I think it's going to be dependent on that rather than just a 6-month period. And how much money does actually come in, and if it's, and I was hearing your earlier conversation, that if it's a combination of both FI money as well as domestic mutual fund money, which is going to go into the equity markets, then obviously you could see a different range of the Nifty.
Jaideep, they say bull markets always climb the wall of worry, they come down on cherry consensus. I'm struggling to find any concerns, any wrinkles for the bulls right now. Isn't that a cherry consensus? Because cherry consensus never makes money. You always make money when you buy fear and sell greed.
No, you're right, Nikunj. I'm not even doubting what you're saying, but I think the non-availability of too many options from an investment point of view is also making the individuals keep their allocations in equities at their existing levels. And as I said, for the money which is coming in predominantly from SIPs, it's the sheer number of SIPs which are growing month on month on month is where the drive is coming from, and it's hardcore. Majority of it is hardcore retail money. It's the sheer number of people which are coming in more and more. So I think that part of the money, I don't think we'll see too much of reallocation into either removing it or putting it into other asset classes or anything of that kind. It's the HNI money or family office money which might take these strategic calls at various points of time. And of course, the FIs will take their calls basis, I think, clearly basis. The big factor is going to be US interest rates and US growth levels.
Your counterpart Sanjeev Prasad, every time he comes out with a report, it hits our mailbox and then we react, then everyone reacts. The latest being that small and mid-cap stocks, auto stocks, a lot of stocks are trading well above their fair value. What would you tell Sanjeev Prasad every time he comes out with a report?
No, the fact is that the valuations are stretched on small and mid cap, and I think again, listen to your earlier conversation, that I think today the large caps, or the mega large caps, as I'd like to call them, are trading at far more realistic valuations than compared to the mid and small caps. So I think more money will go into those. And
what
the fact that mid caps. So
Jaideep, what is the trick to make money in 2024? I mean, 2020, 23, all you had to do is close your eyes and throw a dart. As long as that dart was in your hand and you were ready to throw, it's been a rewarding year for equity investors, real estate investors, bond investors, Bitcoin, and even gold. So what is the trick to make money in 2024?
I think just stick to what you think your asset allocation should be. Because ultimately it is, I agree with the fact that it's stocks which make money, it's sectors which make money, but ultimately equity as an asset class is giving you the returns. Or it does not matter whether you buy X bank versus Y bank. Yes, I agree with the fact that some of the banks or some of the stocks have not done as well as the other. But ultimately, I think it will even out in the long run. So I think just stick to the allocations which you think works best for you. I think again, I repeat, at the next generation or this current generation level, I think they don't do too much of asset allocations, etc., etc. I think they'll just be continuing with their SIPs. The larger sets of individuals will do their allocations basis the valuations of the equity markets and the interest rates where they are.
Final question, and a bit of a hypothetical question. Imagine if you are allowed to invest only once and then go on a long holiday without your mobile phone, no access to emails, and you'll only check your portfolio after 3 years. After 3 years, no mobile phone, no email. 3 years, Jaideep goes on a long... Sorry?
Nifty.
अरे ये तो easy answer है. ये तो easy answer है. I don't expect this to come from Kotak Securities. You do all the hard work on this specific.
That is the best answer you can get from me. Just put your money in the Nifty and go on a holiday.
Nifty or Bank Nifty? Let's nail it down to चलो दो का option लेते हैं.
70% Nifty, 30% Bank Nifty.
Okay. Really appreciate your time. And by the way, when you say this generation of investors, what are you referring to? Your age or my age? That we're becoming old.
I think far smaller than that.
You know, I was sharing with the viewers that Jaideep and me have been old friends. My friend, we met in 2001, I think, for the first time. It's been 22 years now.
That's right. It's been north of 20 years that we've known each other.
So nice to have you back, and thank you very much.
Great, Nikun. Bye. Thank you very much.